Hi, I'm Larold, and thanks for checking out my guide to Brewmaster monks in Legion. I've tried to just cover the fundamentals in this video, but if you have questions or want more detail, please ask. I've provided direct links to sections of this guide so you can skip ahead to what you're looking for. So let's dive in. Brewmaster has undergone a lot of changes in Legion, to the point that it's actually easier to just talk about what's the same. They still have Keg Smash, they still have Roll, and they still drink a lot while tanking. Beyond that, almost every major skill is new and different. There are 2 talent setups worth using in most situations. If you're just getting started, I recommend this layout. If you're a little more experienced, I recommend using this setup. The Brewmaster artifact weapon is Fuzan, and it's awesome. I recommend going with this layout of traits through the weapon. If you're wondering why the gold dragons are safe for so deep in the tree, it's simple. They're terrible. The traits in the body of the weapon totally make up for them, and Brewmasters have a weapon that's super strong before you've even hit 110. The currently accepted stat priority for Brewmaster monks is Haste, Mastery, Versatility, and Crit. These are the tier 19 bonuses for Brewmasters. The 2-piece bonus is a small boost to defenses. The 4-piece bonus, however, is a huge increase to the amount of brew charges you generate during a fight, and will provide a ton of damage reduction. Your best enchant options are Mark of the Heavy Hide for neck, Binding of Agility for cloak, and Binding of Haste for your rings. The best gem available is Quick Dawnlight. For consumables, use Flask of the 7th Demon, Unbending Potion, and Azjari Salad. The Brewmaster skill priority is pretty simple. Always use Keg Smash on cooldown, and never Tiger Palm yourself out of energy. If you're using Blackout combo, hold Blackout Strike for just before Keg Smash and Breath of Fire. Don't wait on casting Keg Smash, but if you have to hold Breath of Fire a few seconds, that's okay. You should keep Iron Skin Brew up at all times while tanking, and use Purifying Brew as you can to reduce big staggers. You always want to keep Iron Skin Brew cooling down, so that your Keg Smashes aren't wasted. Stagger doesn't actually reduce damage, but it does make you much easier to heal, and keeping Iron Skin Brew active is usually more important than purifying damage away. So let me give a little example of how I initiate combat. I always begin combat by casting Iron Skin Brew just before pulling. I cast a Blackout Strike into Breath of Fire, then follow by using another Iron Skin Brew. I fill time with Tiger Palm until I can Blackout Strike into Keg Smash. I use Iron Skin Brew again, then cast Black Ox Brew, and use Iron Skin Brew a 5th time. At this point I have a really lengthy Iron Skin Brew, and I can play it safe, keeping the Iron Skin train rolling, and using Purifying Brew as needed. If you're not using Black Ox Brew and Blackout combo, then you don't need to be as liberal with your Iron Skin Brew usage, and you can just follow the skill priority directly, instead of weaving your Blackout Strikes. Brewmasters only have 1 offensive cooldown, but it is a doozy. Exploding Keg hits like a train carrying steroids, and it has a decent defensive benefit as well. Brewmasters have a couple of baseline defensive cooldowns, and 2 from talents. Diffuse Magic is good against bosses that deal heavy spell damage, but weaker than it was in the past. Dampen Harm is fine for mitigating big hits of physical damage in raids, but in dungeons its use is fairly limited. Fortifying Brew is the ultimate defensive cooldown. It's a little shield wall, a little last stand, and a whole bunch of I'm not ready to die yet. Use it to stay alive. Zen Meditation breaks the moment you move, use a skill, or get hit with an auto attack, so it's really only useful for reducing damage from a slow boss cast or a channeled ability. That about covers all the basics. If you have any more questions, get in touch with us through the comments section or talk to us on Twitter at WoW at Night. Bye!